take part in a range of physical activities that become a central part of their lives, both in and out of school. Hello, dear learners! I am your teacher, Lerma, and you are watching DepEd MP. In this lesson, you will be learning and executing the different skills of volleyball with your facilitator and your family member at home. Through this, your respect to others and fair play will be enhanced. Do you know that volleyball is a game played by two teams? Yes, this is played in a court divided by net. Each team has 6 players with skills such as serving, passing, blocking, digging, and spiking. The target of the game is to send the ball over the net so that the ball will reach the ground of the opponent and to prevent the same effort by the opponent. Each team has only 3 hits for returning the ball. The first player to have contact with the ball is the first contact. The second player to hold the ball is the second contact, who is mostly the setter of the team. And the third player to hold the ball is the third contact, who is mostly the spiker of the team. So, as we continue, we will learn more on the different skills of volleyball. Different skills involved in volleyball. First, serving. This is not as easy as we know. This is the first chance for you to score a point. No one will help you here because you are on your own. Once the whistle blows, you have to step behind the service line and hit the ball over the net. You have only 8 seconds to complete your serve routine. A serve is called an ace when the ball lands directly into the court or travels outside the court after being touched by an opponent. There are 2 types of serving. At present, there are many ways on how to serve, but I will only give the most common or familiar ways of serving volleyball. Underhand serve. This is done when you strike the ball below your waist. This is considered very easy to receive and are rarely used in high competitions. But as a beginner like you may try to do underhand service. Jump serve. This is an overhand serve where the ball is fist tossed in the air. Then the player jumps to hit the ball with much speed and top spin. This is also mostly done by college players and professional players. Passing. If you can pass the ball, then you can play the game. This skill is an attempt by a team to properly handle the opponent's serve or any form of attack. Once the ball entered your court, you have to receive and pass it to your team, who is the setter, for him to pass it to another teammate who can spike the ball to the opponent's court. Or you can return directly the ball to the opponent's court. There are 2 ways of passing. Underarm pass. This is known as the bump. This is done by holding both wrists together and with both thumbs side by side, pointing to the ground as you contact the ball or the forearms of both arms. Keeping your thumbs pointed to the ground keeps your arms straight. Overhand pass. This is done by handling the ball with fingertips like a set over the head. Setting. This is putting the ball
in the air in such a way that it can be driven by an attack into the opponent court. This is usually the second contact made by a team or by a player who sets the ball. The person who sets the ball in the most is known as the setter. The setter decides who gets to hit the ball each set, how high the set is, how fast it is, and where it will be. Spiking. This is an attack hit to send the ball over the net with power. This is usually the third contact made by a team or by a player who spikes or attacks the ball. A spiker makes a series of steps, jumps, and swings at the ball. There are also lots of ways or techniques of spiking such as backcourt, line and cross-court shot, deep, and others. But you will be learning this when you go to the higher grades. Blocking. Blocking is defending your court to stop or alter the opponent's attack or spike. Once the whistle blows and your team serves the ball over the net, your team is on defense, ready to defend your court. Blocking can be made a player or pairs of players. This skill is not allowed on serves. Digging. This is a skill based on reflex. This aims to prevent the ball from touching the ground after an attack or a spike. There are also common ways of digging. A player who digs stays on their toes while some make split to make sure they are ready to move to any direction. A player may also perform a dive. There are also players who slide their hand under a ball that is almost touching the ground. Sometimes a player may also be forced to drop his body quickly to the floor to save the ball.
Those are the different skills involved in volleyball. Now, let's see if you really listen well to our lesson by answering the following questions.
First, how many people on each team are in the court? A. 6 B. 5 C. 10 D. 16. The correct answer is letter A. 6. Second, what is a dig? A. Spiking the ball. B. Blocking a spike, attack. C. Serving in a certain manner. D. Putting the ball in the air. The correct answer is letter A. Spiking the ball. Third, this is known as the bump. This is done by holding both wrists together and with both thumbs side by side pointing to the ground as you contact the ball on the forearms of both arms. A. Jump serve. B. Underarm pass. C. Overhand pass. D. Underhand serve. The correct answer is letter B. Underarm pass. Fourth, this is putting the ball in the air in such a way that it can be driven by an attack into the opponent court. A. Blocking. B. Digging. C. Passing. D. Setting. The correct answer is letter D. Setting. Fifth, the action of sending the ball over the net to the opponent's court is called A. Digging, B. Passing, C. Setting, D. Spiking. The correct answer is letter D. Spiking.
Did you get all the correct answers? If yes, very good. That's all for today. I am very happy because I know you learned something from our lesson. Congratulations. Goodbye.